Welcome to SSPTV Community News. I'm Lisa Sugart. In the news today, a 19-year-old, Luis Manuel Luna of Hazleton, has died as the result of a shooting over the weekend. It happened at the arcade lobby area of Regal Cinema on Laurel Mall Drive on Saturday, January 14th at 8:15 p.m. Pennsylvania State Police responded to a report of shots being fired. State Police say it was an isolated incident where the victim was specifically targeted. Obviously, the community is in mourning over the loss of this 19-year-old child, and also officials here at the Laurel Mall, where we are today, are upset over what has transpired. I am now joined by Rocco Aruzzo, who is the manager of the Laurel Mall. Rocco, I know you're very upset to see of the passing of this young boy.
Yeah, our condolences to the family, from speaking on behalf of ownership in our management company, Lexington Realty, that our hearts go out to them, especially a 19-year-old. It's shocking. When I got the call Saturday evening, about 8:10, 8:15, somewhere in that area that the police responded to the Regal, I was in shock, but immediately we had to, act. So I contacted security. Had called me. I immediately had them in maintenance lock down the mall. The mall closes at 8, so the good thing is there weren't that many customers left here in the mall. But we immediately had all the tenants leave, even though sometimes they stay to do their, registers and things of that nature. I had them leave immediately. I had maintenance lock down the mall, make sure everything was secure. Security stayed with them, and because they usually leave around 10:30 in the evening, and we secured the property.
Now, when this all happened, state police were on the scene immediately.
Yes, yeah, they responded in a matter of a few minutes. They were there, and then, as I said, when I was notified, and then I found out that there were 4 ambulances there, along with, there were 7 or 8 police cars there. So it wasn't only Pennsylvania. I believe there was some of our municipalities were there also.
So that is the case when something like this happens, that police from throughout the area will respond. But you want to also stress the mall has security here on a regular basis.
Yeah, we obviously have security here at the mall during mall hours, and sometimes even stay afterwards. So we are manned. We do have a third party that we contract to come out and handle our security. And immediately when this happened, myself and our general manager, Lisa, we discussed it. We called our management company that Saturday evening, and we already put into place within a matter of, I would say, a half hour. We already called the president of the security company, set up a meeting for Monday morning to discuss what we were going to do with our security, our surveillance. We were going to try to increase whatever we had to.
This came on the heels of a robbery just days earlier at DeJesus Jewelers in the mall. Yeah. So now you told me you are going to beef up security. So tell us what procedures you will do to ensure your shoppers are safe and your workers.
When you have the responsibility to take care of 65 tenants, we have over 800, close to 900 employees. Then you have the shoppers. We have our own employees. You got to think, sometimes out of the box. You have to think about all of them. And this is why I said immediately when we locked down the mall Saturday night, and you mentioned DeJesus. And I do want to assure the people of the Hazleton area and surrounding area that the Laurel Mall is a safe haven. Unfortunately, I think this was circumstantial where it happened the same week, and the theft at DeJesus, but you don't want to see that. Unfortunately, it happened. And I know that state police have that under investigation along with this shooting. And the Regal Cinema is on the Laurel Mall property. We don't have anything to do with the Regal as far as, managing it, overseeing it like we do our strip center, let's say, or the inside the mall here. So, but it is a concern. But we have to assure the people of Hazleton that when this happened, we immediately went in and said, okay, we got to do what we have to do. So we're beefing up security. We are going to double manpower whenever needed. The hours will increase because of the manpower. We've also spoken to a few surveillance companies already where we're going to upgrade our security system. So we've already acted, within 24 hours, we're ready to go.
All right, and you told me in the past there have been active shooter drills done at the mall, and you
Yes.
said you'll continue to do those.
Yeah, we had one about 3.5 years ago, and before we went on camera, we talked about the management changes and of course tenants. So I spoke to the Pennsylvania State Police. We will be setting up another active shooter for our tenants. Actually, we have a tenant meeting this week, so we will discuss that with the tenants, and we'll put that into place, and we might even do something to do an active shooting idea with the customers. We'll see what the Pennsylvania State Police say.
All right, well, Rocco Russo, the Laurel Mall manager, getting the word out on safety here at the mall, and if anyone knows anything about either of these incidents, they're asked to contact the Pennsylvania State Police.